have to admit I'm a little sore this morning. Not that I did anything exciting over the weekend or didn't even mow the lawn. Didn't do much of anything. But you know what? My body's probably telling me, hey, it's a Monday. Oh yeah, we're gonna take a different route to work today. We are way ahead of schedule. So it works for me. Take a long way in. An excessive amount of extra miles. Yeah, it's Monday. Mind, body, and soul hate Mondays. Hate. Strong word. Let's use loathe. Can't have too much negativity in your life. It is what it is. It's a Monday. And it's one of those crazy weeks. It's the week before someone else in our little group goes on vacation, which puts a great deal of extra work on yours truly, but that's all right. A busy day goes quick. Damn, my backpack is heavy today. Got all kinds of goodies in there. What the hell? It was a bicycle upside down on the side of the road, missing a wheel. It's like kind of like finding a car on the side of the road missing a wheel because you know the poor driver who got a flat took it to get it fixed. That's what it that's what it looked like. Nice bike too. Just upside down, missing the front wheel. That's funny. So how are you guys doing today? It's your Monday as well. The only time I like Mondays is when shit goes south or sideways on the weekend. Fight with the wife, fight with something broken in the house. Who needs that? When that shit happens, I look forward to Mondays, but it was a good weekend. Imbibed a little alcohol. Made do with some lounging. Didn't really get on the computer that much other than to check out a few of fellow motovlogger videos. LJ had a bit of a issue with how do you call them? Oh yeah, dumb ass driver. Okay. Look both ways. Greenbelt, very dangerous. Don't know if I've ever mentioned that. I may have mentioned that on more than one occasion. That is a sick roadway that we just crossed. Yeah, you can get your speed on there. It's 55, but 55 is not the norm. So my usual turn in where I go to work, a motorcyclist was killed over the weekend. You know, it's sorry to hear that. Motorcyclists die here all the time. But what happened was he ran the red light. I don't know the exact details. My hypothesis is that the light turned green and the vehicle was already in motion. I don't know, 50 feet from the intersection. You know how that can be. Light turns green, you're just about to the intersection, and you float right through. And Mr. Motorcyclist thought he could run the red light and get away with it. T-boned an SUV, dead on the scene. You know, I'm all for riding motorcycles, but if you're not responsible enough, I gotta tell you, that's exactly what's gonna happen to you. Exactly. I feel bad that it happened. But you run a red light on a motorcycle? I mean, you could run a red light on in a car. Sure, you could do that. You may live to tell about it. On a motorcycle? That's just, there's no wisdom there. No wisdom at all. Well, I feel bad. You get what you lack in wisdom. I don't run red lights on a motorcycle. Hell no. The only time I run a red light is when I've been sitting at it too long and I'm not triggering it and the coast is clear. Otherwise, not a bad morning, but this week is going to be a bitch. First day of summer is the 20th. Well, summer already started like a month ago for us. The kind of heat you get here in the Ville, I gotta tell you, is unbelievable. See, I grew up in South Florida majority of my life. God damn, these people make me nervous here. I grew up in South Florida majority of my life, and sure, it gets hot, but the only things that bother you about the heat in South Florida is like your seat, leather seats, your steering wheel, hotter than hell when you get in the car after work. I mean, they will burn your ass. But otherwise, you've got fairly good tropical breeze going on. I don't know. Here? Oh my God. Now, Arizona, I've been out there. It's got some heat, but it's a dry heat. But in Arizona, it's like being some fries, you know, French fries under a heat lamp without the humidity. Here, it's like being under the heat. It's like being French fries under a heat lamp. Let's call it a broiler in a sauna. Mornings, not too bad. Get to the afternoon as humidity gets up there, because we're kind of in this valley. And it gets nasty hot here. Sometimes you just don't even want to get out and ride. And I've got a good mesh jacket. I got some air flowing through me right now, and it feels pretty good. But what could a mesh jacket do standing in front of an oven? You know, when you open the oven up and that heat just comes billowing out. That's what it's like here. So we got some 90s going on this week. Some serious humidity and no rain. Everybody's calm, everybody's stopped. Good. So, anyway, again, today's a Monday. See how work goes. What do you guys do? Does anybody want to share what they do? I work in a cubicle. I'm an account manager. Whoa. Moisture. That's usually my favorite curve. At least on the ride to work. We have way too much moisture on the ground there. Get back in your lane, you Nimrod. It's one of the many annoying things about Kentucky. Are Nimrods that can't stay in their lane. Some of the laziest drivers I've ever seen. You know, when you make you're coming off one roadway, making a left turn onto another, and you know, you turn into the lane you're going onto. Hell no. These guys, they will turn into the oncoming lane, cutting through the middle turning lane for that roadway and into the lane they're supposed to be going to. I mean, the lazy. I mean, they, you know, it's like they're trying to make it a race course, but I don't know. Okay, sounds like I'm starting to bitch too much. Have a good day, people. Catch you next time.